welcome back to my channel. My name is Comfort, and this is a channel where we talk about how to be ideal women and how to be a great example, especially for those that are coming up. Now, what are we talking about today? Well, honestly, today I want us to talk about emotions and how to let them out, why we shouldn't keep them in, and this is a topic that is going to include everyone. I know that we usually dwell on women and what can push them forward, but when it comes to emotions and feelings and opening up and being vulnerable, even men do go through moments that they do really need to be vulnerable and open up and just speak about their emotions. So, what are we discussing? We are going to talk about one, why you shouldn't feel bad because of having those emotions, and two, how you can let them out, and three, the benefit of letting them out, and four, just the summary of everything we are going to talk about. So let's begin. We want to see, the first thing we want to talk about are emotions. So as a human being, we go through so many emotions. Sometimes we feel disappointed, sometimes we feel hurt, sometimes we feel pain, sometimes we feel so much pressure, and sometimes we feel so scared, sometimes we feel, like we are nothing. And it's normal. It's normal to feel like that. And that's a beginning. That's the very first thing that I wanted us to talk about. The fact that it is normal to feel scared, the fact that it is normal to feel embarrassed, it's normal to feel pain, it's normal to feel all types of emotions. What is not normal, what is not okay, what is not allowed is keeping those emotions to yourself. So why is it necessary to actually talk about your emotions? The world we are living in has really changed. Excuse me, I'm sorry. The world we are living in has really changed, and it's changed to the extent that today you think your friend is okay, and the next thing you hear, or somebody died out of depression or out of, you know, suicide and whatnot. Those things can come in. But what we are saying is the very first thing that you're going to identify is it's very okay to feel the way you are feeling. Is it pain? Is it, the emotions that might be running around? It's very normal to feel like that. What is the step that you should take? Find someone you can talk to about such emotions, because it's very difficult to keep all of them to yourself, and it becomes so heavy to carry if you can't find somebody to be vulnerable with, find somebody to tell. And the reason why it's very important to actually let your emotions out is you don't want to go into, excess stress that would lead to depression, or that would lead to, other diseases. So that's just one area of keeping emotions to yourselves. Another area is it's difficult, it's very hard to have friendships and that are strong and built up in a certain manner, because then it's difficult for you to open up, it's difficult for you to bring people in, and it's difficult for you to let yourself be vulnerable with a person. So the moment you learn that the moment you learn to open up, to speak, to talk and remove those emotions, then you're going to let other people, get to know you, get to know that, oh, she can also be vulnerable, or you can also be vulnerable. Because what happens is, we're not saying that you can't deal with it alone. We can manage to deal with those emotions on our own. But why is it necessary for us to talk about them? It's important for us to talk about them because we are avoiding those diseases like depression and excess stress, and just becoming really, aggressive. If it's a woman, in fact, if it's a woman, it does come out. You'll be very aggressive. You'll be, you have this tough kind of a personality that makes everybody feel like, oh, so it's scary. And, You have cutting comments. You say whatever it is you want to say because you have things closed up in you that you've not brought up. The moment you kind of like talk about things and you've poured them out and they're out, even if a person is not going to do anything about it, they're not going to change what's happening, they're not going to take away those emotions. The fact that you just remove those emotions, it can like make them a little bit lighter to carry. So, and remember what I said, that this topic affects both men and women. And for our friends, men, it's extremely hard. It's extremely hard for them to get to a point where they can be vulnerable and speak about how they are feeling, because the notion in the world, that the world has also made it very, very difficult. The notion in the world is, hey, a man cannot, feel emotion. The man can't show emotions. That's not true. That's not how it's supposed to be. A woman, just like a man, have emotions. They go through these emotions and they also have to deal with them in one way or the other. So find a way to speak about them. Find a way to talk. For that will give you an opportunity to open up. And when you open up, you have an opportunity, or you have a chance to maybe learn from other people. Because maybe somebody went through exactly what you're going through. Maybe somebody, has gone through what you might be going through, and it will be easier for them to actually give you advice that you need. Now, honestly speaking, it's not easy to sit and be vulnerable with people because it's difficult to find people we trust. So go into your circle and look around and see who can you talk to, somebody that is trustworthy, somebody that they will not let the information go to other people, or they know what confidentiality really is. If it's such people, go speak about these things, talk and open up and let other people know what you're going through, because you don't have to deal with it alone. And this is more especially with men. You don't have to deal with it alone. Find somebody you can talk to, find somebody you can open up to, talk to them and find a way that you can let them know what you're going through, and the load will be lighter, it will be easier for you. The same thing with women. If it's younger ones, you need to learn to to trust your parents. Your parents are your number one fans. Your parents want the best for you. So if you're younger and you are watching this video and you're going through emotions and you don't know how to open up, don't keep that to yourself. Find a way to speak to your parents, open up to them. They don't mean any harm. They might not listen at the time or the way you want them to, but learn to open up to your parents. And men, learn to speak about these emotions. Never be cheated. That no, a man shouldn't. No, that's not true. A man, just like a woman, they all feel the same way, the way we do. So we both just need to learn to take care of each other and be able to listen. That's the most important thing. If you get a chance to sit in the presence of somebody who wants to open up, they want to, pour their emotions, listen, listen, because maybe that's all they need, for somebody to listen. So that is what I thought we could talk about. And I know this is a very wide topic. It might not end here. We might need to talk about it more. But I thought we could discuss why it's important for us to open up and share the emotions and talk about these things. Because in as much as we might not solve everything, just by virtue of somebody listening to what we are going through, somebody being able to be empathetic with us, that makes it lighter for us to carry. So, ladies, this is what I thought we could talk about. We'll see you in the next video. It's bye for now.